The Machiavellians, Defenders of Freedom, by James Burnham. This book bears an epigraph. Third Fisherman. Master, I marvel how the fishes live in the sea. First Fisherman. Why, as men do a land. The great ones eat up the little ones. Pericles, Prince of Tyre. Introduction. Reflections on Rereading the Machiavellians, by Sidney Hook. James Burnham's The Machiavellians, 1943, is the least known and most important of his books. It is the most important because it contains a clear expression of his social philosophy of freedom, which is not limited to his opposition to communism and to what he calls private capitalism. He also defends his belief in a pluralist society in which power restrains power, and the right of public opposition to the rulers, whoever they are, is the heart of freedom and is sustained forever. Many of his critics and his followers are unaware of the actual nature of James Burnham's commitment to freedom, in a book whose very title seems to suggest something quite different. After all, the very word Machiavellian in popular discourse has the connotation of political cunning, duplicity, and bad faith, and the great social thinkers of the past, Gaetano Mosca, Vilfredo Pareto, and Roberto Michels, whom Burnham classifies as Machiavellians, are conventionally more notable for their criticisms of the possibility of democracy than as protagonists of human freedom. It is well known that Pareto was honored by Mussolini, and Michels was welcomed by syndicalist elements among Italian fascists. In undertaking a vindication of Machiavelli and of the three great Italian social philosophers as protagonists of human freedom, James Burnham has offered a challenging reinterpretation of some accepted views in the history of ideas. It is certainly not decisive about the meaning of a doctrine or thinker that a political figure or movement seeks to exploit it or him for his or its own purposes. Not everyone who claims paternity for his views in Nietzsche, Marx, or Pareto is justified in doing so. The basic question is the validity of Burnham's assessment of the doctrines he attributes to the modern Machiavellians. A personal word or two may be in order concerning the period during which Burnham wrote this book. We were colleagues in the Department of Philosophy at Washington Square College, New York University, of which I was chairman. Burnham was a very effective teacher who offered elective courses in aesthetics.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?